Hi, Mike Rizzuto here from Mastermind Incorporated. Welcome back to our Mastermindinc.net YouTube channel, where the 57 through 60 Cadillacs are the star of the show. Today we're going to do episode 3 of the Eldorado Brougham roof refinishing project. Yesterday we were unable to show a lot of the small, scratches and things that were obvious to us, but are hard to get on the camera unless you have perfect light. And we still don't have perfect light, but we're gonna. It's almost these small scratches are very hard to get on the camera, so I'm gonna try to do the best I can. Move the camera slowly, and when you see these scratches, you should probably assume that there are at least 5 to 10 times as many of these scratches as you see on the camera, because I've tried to do this a couple of times already, and I'm not having too much success showing this small scratches. So I'm just gonna pick one area here instead of trying to do the whole roof, and this is more or less representative of what we typically see on most Broughams. We'll see this and a series of anywhere between 3 to 5, or in many cases 10 to 15 small dents, little tiny dents, that we take out in low spots and things. That's typically what we include in the price of a job like this. And of course all these scratches and factory imperfections and things that we can take out. There are a few, on occasion, factory things that are not wise to try to take out, like on that. But for the most part, we get out 90% plus of the factory imperfections, and if not all of them. So so this I'm getting. I can see on the camera a lot of these little scratches. I think the camera's picking it up, but you can figure at least 5 times. The whole roof more or less looks like this, so I'm not going to try to do the whole roof and make you crazy staring at and trying to see these spots. But this is essentially what we're looking at here, as I'm hoping you can see this. Okay, and I'm also going to try to take another picture of this crease in the roof, because this is a serious business. It's about a 4-foot long crease overall, and it encompasses almost the entire length of the roof, and it's right in the middle. So this is but if I move the camera back and forth, you can see it. Of course, the deepest part of the crease is right here above the roof reinforcement rib. But of course you can see I think we did this yesterday on video, and you can see where they painted the roof, you can see the crease. We were wondering what that was when we first saw it, and it's very odd, but it's very deep in the center, right by the reinforcement rib, where you can't get behind it. So anyway, I'll move the camera back and forth. Hopefully that picks it up, and you'll be able to see. All right, now then I'm gonna get on the other side here and try to do a little bit better job of showing this these hammer marks here and file marks. I did a massive hammer and filing job on this area here, about 2 feet long, and you can see the lighting is picking that up now, with deep file scratches all over the place and hammer marks. And so this is freaking me out a little bit, because I have no way of knowing how much material they took off this, and I have to still try to fix this, which is probably with maybe, this is only a 1/16 of an inch thick to begin with, and if they've taken half the material off already, they've done some serious damage here. and have made my job very, very difficult. Because this is not like pounding out a fender. You have to, there's no Bondo involved in this. So, and this is, you know, this is basically as serious as a heart attack here. And you've got to be really careful and know exactly what you're doing and be super careful with this. So I'm going to, you know, again, I'm going to try to show these scratches, but a lot of them don't show up on the camera because of the lighting isn't that good. So you can assume that there are at least 5 to 10 times as many of the scratches that show up on the camera. So I'm going to try to see what angles I can get at. Maybe you can see them. And I'll try to move the camera slowly. You know, there's some bigger ones that show up easy. There's some nicks, you know, like that, really deep nicks in it. There's a big long scratch here that shows up real easy. But the real small hairline, you know, scratches going the wrong way don't show up that well on the camera, but it picks up some of them when I walk around and move at different angles and things. So you can get the idea of what we're dealing with here and just assume there are, you know, 5 to 10 times as many as the ones you're seeing. I don't know how else to do this. I've tried and tried to get this to show up, but it's a little tricky. But anyway, this roof's going to be a challenge. There's no doubt about it. Because of these, I always tell people it's much less expensive if you don't help. But you know, people insist on helping with this job, and there you go. All right, well, thanks for watching, and look for future episodes as things progress here. We haven't lost the patient yet, so we're gonna try to pull this one out of the fire, even though it's got some serious issues, and it's quite scary here. But anyway, this crease is quite deep, so we're going to be at this for quite some time trying to fix it. Okay, thank you. Bye.